Okay guys, I just wanted to open up the video today. Here I'm in Central Park trying to go to Albertine. I really hope that I don't need like a reservation. I didn't do any prior research to going, but we're walking along 5th Avenue here in New York, and trying to just see some really beautiful sights. Maybe we might visit a coffee shop or a smoothie place. I know coffee is the Gilmore's things, but I'm really looking for a cleaner drink because that's all I've been doing is drinking coffee. Yeah. Of course it is the season for that, but yeah. And I also wanted to go to 13th, the corner bookstore. It should be on Madison Avenue, and hopefully I can find it, but let's go. I just freaked out because a ladybug landed on me. It was right here, but it's over here now. Oh, it's about to fly. It's about to fly. Hey guys, quick update. I don't want to be too loud, but I'm in Albertine and it looks like all of the books are in French. There is like a special table where you have translated works and things that are in English, but for the majority of the books, they're actually in French, which is so special. And of course, I can understand it. I'm privileged like that. I got it like that. Like, okay, you're just from another country. But yeah, I'm so excited to be here. Everything is so darling. I love the whole setup they have. It's very warm and cozy, and this is just the right place to be if you're a kid or an adult just who loves to read.
right, I'd said all the words for you to follow you, till you wandered, till you secrets and solitude. I've had to let go of so much, it's hard to hold on now. Something far off is pulling me, and when I go this time, don't think I'm coming back. I took your ring that never comes off and put it on. Sorry to lose you, sorry to keep you after you were gone. Nothing is small, nothing is unexpected. But I want more, but when I go this time, don't think I'm coming back. Desire's the element that I can't fight. Dream is the arm of God. Girls looking for themselves in your eyes. I'm looking for you. What's it supposed to be? Some kind of perfect. I want more, and when I go this time, don't think I'm coming back. Coming back. Coming back.
Across miles and miles, at least you seem taller than you were. Sick of others holding you down. I heard you lifted her. Some days I'm afraid that you changed. You seem taller than you were. I feel guilty for placing them there. You stay so far away.
Okay guys, so we're back from Central Park. I had such a great time perusing everything. I've made my myself a little cup of tea here in my Let's Get Cozy mug. It is so darn pretty. It's like Buffalo Bill and plaid, I guess, for the inside of the cup, and it has this really pretty orange, of course, for the season, for the thing, for Gilmore Girls. So I just wanted to quickly show you what we got at the bookstores that we hit. Albertine was just so beautiful. It was so, I'm looking at this like little dandelion flying off, but yes, all the leaves are like starting to like slowly fall. But yeah, Albertine was so beautiful and just mesmerizing. It was just the perfect playground for an adult or child to come and peruse through all of their shelves and books and books and books of French literature and children's books that they had. So it was really nice. Unfortunately, every single time that I asked for something, it was completely rare and out of stock, or just, you know, something that they never had, they don't carry. I asked for Coralie, which is a children's book from my childhood that I was desperately looking for at Albertine. Not really looking for it desperately in general, but if there would be a place to find Coralie, it would have been at Albertine, because the woman who was at the counter, she was French.
Vive la France. Vive la liberté.
She was from France, and they carried nothing pretty much but French books. So I was like, oh man, y'all don't have it. Oh, it's okay. But the 13 corner bookstore was a total hit. We found quite a few books, and I just want to quickly share them with you before we proceed with our Gilmore Girls reads. So my sister, she ended up picking up this lovely book. I just love this cover. It's so like pops. It just gets your attention. Yeah, so it's from Michael Chabon, and it says The Yiddish Policeman's Union. My sister was the one who grabbed this book. We just like quirky titles. If it has to do with different types of people, variety, we're going to grab something like this. So I can imagine that this has to do with a Jewish police force, and there might be some kooky characters in there and some charming, endearing stories that maybe one day I can share them with you if I read this book, which I probably will, because it's kind of in my collection as well. So that's the one I have here. Also at the corner bookstore, I got The Silk Roads by Peter Frankopan. So this is supposed to be an international bestseller. I know it's kind of what it says on the cover, but I hear that this is a story that a lot of different people around the globe have really gravitated towards. It kind of feels like it's a history of the world a little bit. Maybe it touches on different parts of the world. Yeah, so this book is basically supposed to help you take a look at the different countries and how they kind of, you know, mobilize together, or maybe how they are apart. So we have, of course, different places like the Balkans or China, the Middle East. I'm sure they'll talk about the United States or the Americas, North and South. Okay. Africa, I hope, is also included in here. Don't forget Africa. And Europe, of course. Australia, too. But yeah, so this is called The Silk Roads, and I'm such a traveler in regards to books. I don't travel like that unless it's like a road trip.
At least I'm safe inside my mind.
But yeah, I'm such a traveler that I thought this one would really fit really well in my collection, because I absolutely love learning about different cultures and how people think and the history of the world and all the different countries and whatnot. So I'm so happy that I got this. And I've seen this title before, and I was like, oh, this looks familiar. So I just grabbed it, and I'm always happy to support local bookstores, because that is definitely a small business for sure. And oh, this is a big one. Look at that. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at our next book. My sister, again, this is her kind of thing. She absolutely adores short stories. So she got a real marvel, a real gem here. We have F. Scott Fitzgerald's short stories, and it's the complete works. Isn't that just lovely? It's so beautiful, and it has such a Gatsby feel. It's like, if you know Scott Fitzgerald, you know he wrote The Great Gatsby, of course.
Gatsby? What Gatsby?
Which is one of the stories of the 20th century. But yeah, so this one is his short stories, and it's a new collection. And the best part about this is that you're able to read so many stories and actually retain them. So you can do a short story a night, which is something I think I might do next year. It'll be a huge challenge for me, but I'm trying to get my little juices flowing and challenge myself to really be more consistent in reading. So yeah, you can do a story a night, and you can go through a bunch of emotions very quickly in a week. Maybe you'll find love and humor and endearment. You'll just go through all the motions. So I'm going to give you a couple of titles that pop up here in his short stories. I want to be super careful, because this is somebody else is going to have to break the spine, if you know what I mean. And it ain't gonna be me. It ain't gonna be me. Okay, so some of the titles are Head and Shoulders, Bernice Bobs Her Hair, The Ice Palace, The Offshore Pirate, Mayday, The Jelly Bean. This Maybe I should have known this, but I'm like shocked again. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button is in here, so that's really lovely. I think this is going to be something that she treasures for a very long time. Short stories are things that people should definitely keep in their arsenal, you know what I mean? So let's go to the next book. When I went towards the back of the bookstore, I found all of the mysteries and thrillers, and of course I had to pick up my second Agatha Christie, which is The Murder of Roger Ackroyd by the Queen of Crime, the Queen of Mystery, Agatha Christie. I'm not quite sure what this story has to do with, but let me just super fast read you the first paragraph on the back. It says here, Roger Ackroyd knew too much. He knew that the woman he loved had poisoned her brutal first husband. He suspected also that someone had been blackmailing her. Then, tragically, came the news that she had taken her own life with an apparent drug overdose. Whew, that's heavy. That's kind of heavy. So one of these days, I really want to go through the whole arsenal of Agatha's works and do another murder mystery whodunit, try to figure out exactly who the killer is. Killer! Killer!
You're the killer!
Yeah, so that's Agatha Christie. Now, this was the very first book that I noticed at the corner bookstore. I was like, I need this. I knew it would be a little pricey, but I was like, oh, no. I really wanted this one. And it's nice to treat yourself every now and then. I really am on a book buying stop. If you do see any more book hauls from me, they are from books that have been purchased a very long time ago. But I really have like slowed down on book buying because as you can tell, some of these are quite new. But yeah, I noticed this book hardcover and I really wanted to pick it up. It says here that it's the epic road trips of the Americas, and the fall leaves just got me. If I'm gonna be honest. Recently I've been taking quite a few road trips up and down the coast of the United States, and I wanted to take a book home with me that really could help me enjoy these road trips even more so. And it feels like it'll probably help with the seasons as well. Maybe it'll tell you, hey, you can go to this portion of Virginia or California during this time of the year because this is what's in bloom and this is the season for that, you know what I mean? So yeah, here we go. I just opened up to that's funny. Here's something very local. This one's in Long Island and it just gives you a few pictures and everything's just so gloriously done. This is a perfect coffee table book as well if you wanted to leave that out, so I got this. Now let's talk about the books that we're actually doing for Rory Gilmore's reading challenge. Although these are just the books I have on hand, if I happen to find any other little tiny slivers, meaning like super short works or poems or stories in my shelves that are actually on Rory's reading list, I will definitely add them to the video. But for now, these are the three that I've come up with. It's actually two. I do have 2 copies of one of them. So let's do this one first. I have this really pretty version of Alice in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll, and it is just so lovely. I just love it. I got 2 versions of Alice in Wonderland, you guys. So I want to just show you maybe like a couple of the illustrations because they're just so darling. Okay, so here's Alice right here. The rabbit going down, down, down. I can't wait to read this. Oh gosh, who doesn't love a checkered floor? White and black, black and white.
Ebony and ivory.
Ebony and ivory.
Sit together in perfect harmony.
So yeah, I have this story, and of course we'll be watching Alice in Wonderland, duh. And I'm going to read this and enjoy this and try to analyze it as I used to do in high school. One of my English teachers made us really take a look-see at Alice in Wonderland and how it was like similar to The Matrix, and I thought that that was so interesting. Red pill, blue pill, like, you know, the different choices. It was very like similar. So I can't wait to kind of look at this again in my adult years and see exactly what the heck we were doing in high school. Because you know all that stuff is a big fat blur. So we're in New York and I have another book from Rory's library. This one is Breakfast at Tiffany's by Truman Capote. I don't know if any of you guys have seen the film with Audrey Hepburn. It is definitely a classic. It's very, very memorable and it was just beautifully done. So I didn't know that there was actually a book called Breakfast at Tiffany. I was like, oh my goodness. There was a different cover with like a Tiffany baby blue robin's egg kind of thing with glasses, I think, or maybe just her with her typical silhouette or something with this, I don't know, her little black dress, right? But
it was like $55.
we don't do that here. So I was like, okay, let me get this here. Pretty inexpensive in its branding as well. I got it off of Amazon, and I'll link all the books for you below as well. But yeah, super excited about this. We're looking into this woman who lives in Manhattan, who just goes by the store, Tiffany's, the jewelry store, often. She goes there often, and she mesmerizes over the jewelry, and that's about as much as I can give you. I'll be reading this as well for the video. And of course, this is Alice in Wonderland again by Lewis Carroll. I could not pick between those two versions, you guys. I just didn't know. Like, aren't they just both stunning? Which one's your favorite out of the two? This one or this one? Wait till I open this, then maybe you might just say it's this. This just gave me a feeling of like Sleeping Beauty, if you guys remember the old story. This is literally the same kind of text that was inside the movie. Okay, so let's open there up. Oh, isn't it glorious? There are a lot of pop outs. It's very 3D. This is a very, very special book, as you can see. So I am going to treat this with a lot of care. I just absolutely love the pages and all the color. Look at that one here. So super excited to read Alice in Wonderland. This one, you guys, you'll find it on Amazon. It wasn't too expensive at all. I'm very, very excited about that. So a little bit later, I think we're gonna watch a Gilmore Girls episode, of course, as per usual. And instead of cooking, as I did last time, I did chili from the cookbook, we're gonna order food, maybe Indian food, I think, as a very Gilmore Girls way. And maybe instead of making like a meal, we might make a dessert, which is gonna be so good. But anyway, so excited for you guys to be here. Let's get nice and cozy, get your tea and your snacks, as they always say, and let's enjoy our time together here.
Oh, dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way.
Okay guys, so I wanted to bring you into this tent that I've created, somewhat of a fort. I just could not let this structure go to waste. So if you're curious, it was built in the Harry Potter video that I uploaded recently, but I didn't actually show me building it, so yeah. But you might see a few pictures there, and of course it's on Instagram as well if you do want to see the pictures. Do what you will with that. But yes, I wanted to tell you that I'm about 30 pages into Capote's or Capote. You guys tell me how to pronounce this guy's name. Truman Capote. Capote.
Either, neither, neither. Let's call the whole thing off.
Yes, Breakfast at Tiffany's. I'm about 30 pages into an 87-page short book, and I can tell you that so far, first impressions of Miss Holly Golightly, our main character, I'm not really vibing with her. I'm not really liking her because she has this kind of like laissez-faire attitude about her. She's very flighty.
She's as flighty as a feather
And makes herself out to be somewhat of a phony. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Miss Holly Golightly, she doesn't particularly care about anyone else but herself. She even calls her neighbor that she met, what's his name? By a different name, Fred. I just think it's like, I'd like to call her character kind of rude and careless and self-absorbed.
You're so conceited.
Yeah, like it's like you're not really keen to your environment unless it has to serve you well. She meets a lot of different mafia gangster type of folks, people with influence and power and money who seem very crooked and criminal. Yeah, she's kind of this Manhattan socialite, if you will. Like, she's not who she appears to be, okay? She has a rural upbringing, I think from the South, from what, you know, Capote is led on. And she's just kind of assimilated to be with the socialites of Manhattan, and that comes sometimes with being acquaintances for money and things like that. So I'm not particularly loving her character because it's like, this is just somebody I would never be friends with. Oh, I had forgot to open the gift, by the way, the other gift. Yeah, I think I will. Yeah, and I just I see this person as just somebody who really would get under my skin. As beautiful as she was portrayed in the film with Audrey Hepburn and the ambiance of New York and those beautiful brownstones and apartments, and of course the Moon River music, and it's just so fantastical and beautiful. It's very nice, but it's quite different from the novel, I do have to say, of course. And I think Carolyn was the one who just recently did a video on, you know, the movie was better than the book, and I think she might be right. But yes, I am already on page 30 out of 87, so I'm making my way very quickly through this. This is what I've read and this is what I have left, and then the rest are like short stories from Capote. Capote. So yeah, I just, I don't know. I'm glad that I'm knocking off something else for the Gilmore Girls challenge, because one day I do want to have Rory's reading list completely finished, but I don't know how much I'm enjoying this story. It's a little bit, you know, yeah. But yes, Alice in Wonderland is another book that I'm trying to take off for the Gilmore Girls challenge. Because Truman Capote's Breakfast at Tiffany's is so short, I might be able to fit in another slim book depending on how much time I see the video run. So maybe I might put a Mrs. Dalloway type of book in the video. So maybe like a Virginia Woolf. But yes, I've been reading a little bit out of this Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. This one is illustrated by Anna Bond, and yeah, it's really pretty. I love how the book feels. I love the illustrations. Alice has she's tripping out. She's tripping out, if I could say that. She was sleeping in a garden with her sister, and I'm pretty sure this is just all a dream, of course. And she goes down the rabbit hole and has already met a few precarious characters. Strange things have happened. Things are not what they seem. She's grown 10 feet tall and has become small. So you guys already know the main gist of it. I haven't read Alice in Wonderland in such a long time, so it's really cool to kind of revisit the story once again. And again, I'm trying to see, even though I haven't seen that movie in such a long time as well, I'm trying to see if I could like try to absorb this really well and then link it to The Matrix, because of course there are a lot of similarities with those two pieces of work. So yeah, that's my little update. Not too far into Alice in Wonderland, but I think I'll appreciate this one far more than this. But it's like, we'll see. Oh, let me quickly show you what the book looks like without its dust jacket. It's so pretty. It's like prettier, in my opinion. It's like pretty lavender, lilac, periwinkle kind of color. Yeah, I think it's so sweet. I love it. It's very like folksy, if you know what I mean. But yes, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep on reading, and I'll give you guys an update, and we'll do other Gilmore Girls-y things. Maybe we might do some takeout. Unfortunately, the Indian food place that I have ordered, they've messed up the order 2 times, and I wanted to be very true to Rory's experience, but we're gonna do Chinese, okay? I can trust the Chinese restaurant to give me my order properly. I don't know what it is about the Indian food place. Every time I order like a tikka masala thingy, chicken tikka masala, whatever. Anyway, every time I order that, it comes as something else. And I've done it twice, so I was like, oh no, fooled me once. Shame on you.
Fool me, we can't get fooled again.
Since I am enjoying the fort that we've built here, I have actually a birthday present that I forgot to open in Harry Potter, and I'm gonna, you know, embrace my inner child and open it here under this huge fort. It's so pretty, you guys. You can see the packaging. Oh, and these were actually gifts too. Just wanted to show that to you. Let me know what books you guys have ticked off of the Rory Gilmore reading list. I absolutely want to know like how many books, or which ones have you really loved and which ones have you like hated and kind of regretted, like steer clear of it, you know? Okay, I'm going to need a weapon for this. Okay, I got the weapon. Let's be very careful. Here we are. Oh, I think it's a mug. Is that gonna be funny? That's hilarious. Why would she do this to me? This is funny. This is funny. This is so cool. Look what it is. Isn't that weird? That's weird, isn't it? I forgot to open it under the Harry Potter video. What am I filming now? Look at that. Thank you. Look, it's a Luke's mug. You know I'm gonna have to make something in here. Hot coffee. Something. Oh my god, I love it.
I love it.
I love it. I really do. That's so cool. Yeah, and it is a nice mug shape too. I love mugs that look like this too, so I'm very happy about this. Thank you.
What do you think of your life so far?
I think it's pretty good.
Any complaints?
I'd like that whole humidity thing to go away.
All right, I'll work on that.
sleep planning.
Tell me about it.
How do you feel?
Total rookie. How do you think I feel?
Oh, for here?
Rat that Mrs. Kim for not taking her eyes off me the whole time. It's like she was anticipating my napkin maneuver.
A couple of days ago, Jess asked me if you could cook the turkey. I thought he was gonna roast it and stick a couple of onions around it, something simple. So I said yes, figuring that the minute he put it in the oven and leaves the kitchen, I could sneak in and give it a nice herb butter rub and stuff it with a pancetta chestnut stuffing.
Sure, because you never noticed that.
Exactly.
Now to the right here is Stars Hollow. It's the setting for the television series Gilmore Girls. And if we're lucky, we might even catch one of the show's stars.
Come on, let's finish the tour.
Sleeves have come unstitched from climbing your tree. When dogs laugh, some say they're barking, but don't think they're mean. Some people get so frightened, the fences in between. Passed from tree to tree, silently and back to me. With a breeze blown through, pushed up against the sea, finally back to me. I'm assuming you got my message on your machine. I'm assuming you love me and you know what that means.
Guys, warp speed hotel room tour. Here's the bathroom, sink, the loo, picture, and I love these mirrors, and then I love when they add these kind of like magnifying mirrors as well, little accommodations. But yeah, the light in the mirror just is perfect. So this is like the front door. You walk to your left, you have the bathroom, and then over here I guess this would be a closet. Yes, it is, with a bathrobe. Oh, and there's one bed. Okay, and then over here of course is the main room. So you have a nice mirror so you can get ready. Oh, this lamp is huge. Very historical here. This photo of a soldier mounted on a horse, and you have this really huge lamp. I kind of am digging that. Boom. So this is a king, and it has lumps in it. Over here is the TV, of course. Office desk with another huge mirror and a lamp. Keurig, sitting area. Oh, and another big lamp. And then we have a view of something, they said. Oh, ooh, that's a little bit disorienting. But yes, you just have it. Okay. Oh, oh my God. I feel like Frank. Anyway, yeah, that's the room tour. It's pretty nice. We're only going to be here for one evening, so that's great.
Open air,
always way there in all the colors.
Hey guys, so this is another hotel that I wanted to show y'all. This is in Weston. It's called the Weston, and it's in Savannah. Oh, and they have the mirrors that I love oh so much. So here's the bathroom. It's pretty typical, the setup. Nothing too new, guys. So shower, and then there is a closet over here when you enter. A mirror for yourself to check yourself out. And then 2 queen beds. They have a very marble look for the aesthetic here. Simple little painting, kind of reminds me of I forgot what that thing is called, but maybe if I find, I'll put it on the screen. So we have a TV, and it looks like it's one of those connecting adjoining rooms, which isn't all that great. TV here, probably has a microwave and the fridge and all that stuff. The desk, mirror. Okay, sitting area. And then we're supposed to have a view of this like a golf course. I can't tell. I think that's it, actually. Yeah, that would be a golf course, right? And that's the Savannah River. Right here, so we have a waterfront view too. And that's the front of the hotel, actually. Yeah, so pretty minimal. We like it. We like it so far. So I wanted to quickly close out the Gilmore Girls vlog. I'm in Savannah, Georgia. It is so beautiful here. It's a very cloudy and gray day. Over there, that's the Savannah River. Oh, I'm just so happy to be here. It's only for one night, but yeah, I just wanted to quickly close out the GG.
It was for the GG. The greater good, the GG.
The GG vlog, and just give you an update. I'm still continuing Capote's work. This is absolutely completely different from the movie, of course. You guys know I honestly believe that Audrey Hepburn knocked it out of the park, and that movie is just so stunning with all of the different architectural features of the apartments, the brownstones, the essence of New York really comes through in that film, and it shows, okay, that this character is a little bit more insufferable than what we have here on the silver or gold screen. I don't know. I forget when that movie was pulled out. The 60s, so maybe it's the silver, the gold, the bronze, the platinum, but it's that time. So yeah, I'm still reading Capote's work, and then of course we have Lewis Carroll's The Adventures of Alice in Wonderland. Like, do you know what book you're reading? Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. It's trippy, so I'm tripped up. But yeah, we're gonna continue reading this as a bedtime story. It's getting a little bit late, and I'm in my hotel room right now just to show you guys super fast how it's going. You guys, it is peak fall season. As I've been driving on down from the north to the south, the colors of the leaves are just absolutely stunning. You got your reds and your orange. Yeah, I have also the epic road trips to the Americas that I did end up getting at the 13th Corner bookstore near Central Park in New York. I'm just, you know, dabbling through that and just enjoying it, trying to see if I can maybe find something that's on the East Coast. Maybe we can take a look at that too. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the Gilmore Girls vlog. Oh, one more thing before I do go. Oh my gosh, so you guys, this episode of Gilmore Girls, when Lorelai and Emily went to the resort, the spa or whatever, they tried to get food to order from a menu, and everything was very healthy and healthful, and just, it was bird food, right? So they really wanted to go out for a steak. This is exactly the predicament that I'm finding myself in at this here hotel in Savannah. Like, literally up the street, I stayed at another hotel, literally a mile away, and the food was delectable. Here, I want to read off to you what's on the menu. Butternut squash soup, that's fine, that could be okay, but you know, where's the chicken noodle soup at least? Okay, there's a sliced beet salad. Tell me who likes beet. No one except for Dwight Schrute. There's a mushroom ravioli that could be kind of good. It gives me a little bit of a Bella Swan vibes a little. It's bird food. And then maple glazed tofu. Like, what is this? What is this? You guys, give me a thumbs up if you agree with me. But don't give me a thumbs down if you don't. Okay guys, so they just rolled in room service. I think this is the first time I've ever had it rolled in before. So yeah, I wanted to quickly show you guys how everything looked. We got some Diet Pepsis. A couple of glasses with ice. Everything's very warm. I promise you, Rick Ross just delivered my food. His voice was very, very deep, like big as balls. I don't want to put that on the bed, but okay. So we have a pimento burger here that'll probably give me heart pains with some fries. Okay, you have your condiments. Oh yes, this is the chicken club sandwich type thing, I guess. Looks delicious as well. And then this is supposed to be hominy grits, I guess, and this braised short ribs. So that's the meal for today. See how that goes. And of course, I'll be sharing everything with my sister, so half, half, half. I'm not eating all 3 plates, even though I probably could. But yeah, I will catch you guys in my very next video. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoy this Gilmore Girls reading vlog, and I hope that you guys pick up those 2 books as well. I'm trying to see, maybe in a year or 2 we will take a look at Rory's reading list to see how far I've come. I'm not gonna take a look until maybe like another 2 years or so. But yeah, I'm so happy to have done this video. You guys, I'm wearing my Brazil shirt, you know. The World Cup is around. But yeah, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I really do hope that you guys enjoyed it. Bye.
You've been gone for so long, forgotten what your face looks like, what it feels like. Your words still seared into my ears from a long-awaited 2 short phone calls. I'll see you soon, I'll feel you.